What happens when you go on an hour and a half drive to go see your mother? You're with your son, you're both into toys, you find stores you've never been to, you find out they have clearance. This is what happens. You find junk. We're going to talk about this and more coming up on the next episode of The Toy Closet. Hefty haul season. We got lots of toys to talk about. But first, my buddy, shall we? Closet time, baby. Wall to wall. Another day, another dollar spent on toys. We are the Toy Closet, and we are going to get right into it. We're going to talk a little bit more on Haslab updates and crowdfunding. This is going to be something that we're going to bring in a lot more with the Legend Pop because it's something he's passionate about, and we had a lot of fun, breaking that news last time. But speaking of, do you have anything for us, Legend?
Oh, we have some late breaking crowd corner, crowdsourcing, crowd funded news here at the Toy Closet. Here we go. We are presenting today. We have the Giant Man HasLab again here. We are almost at 6,000. We are at 5937 as of recording. There we are. We showed this last week. We are almost we're almost at the 60% mark here, but we only have 8 days, 7 hours and 15 minutes left, and you guys aren't doing your part. I thought I made a pitch last week. We need to make sure we get this crowdfunded. We need Giant Man. We need his white antenna. I mean, if we could get the stretch goals, Benny will be extremely satisfied with his zombie head. The scrolls at this point, it's not happening. I'm sorry. Just like Secret Invasion, the fans are turned off. We're not. It's not happening. But we have to get at least the base figure here. So we're almost at 6,000. You guys need to jump on. $200 has to happen. But then this is really late breaking. We knew it was coming. We talked about it on the Toy Fair episode. But the crowdfunding for the Super 7, we don't want that. But the mothership. This is the mothership, baby. It is now being crowdfunded. This is gonna be a harder get, but it's gonna last a long time. So we got 57 days left here, and it is launching next fall. We have 277 backers with a goal of 4,000, and the price is very steep. It is $495, and we found out through discussion in our Toy Fair group with Mr. Anthony that there is also a $100 shipping charge on top of this, whereas Haslab does not charge you a shipping charge on top of their crowdfunded item. But this is a really cool piece. I don't know if it's $500 cool, but I like to keep everyone updated. I think it's something that I don't see typically a lot of on YouTube and the socials about people getting updates on their crowdfunded toys. And with constant flows of what seems like constant flows of Super 7 ones, and Haslab is always doing it, it seems like a good segment for us and for me to have my breaking news. But 277 backers, and we got almost just under 2 months left for the mothership, baby. You
And
got to
it's
get
been
the
what,
milk.
maybe 2 days? It's been
Yeah,
open 2, 3 days.
2 days. Yeah, and I think the HasLab Giant Man was at almost 1,000 within the first 2 or 3 days. So it's not. It's going to be a tough go for $500. There are stretch goals, obviously, for this, and as you can see, beyond 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. And here are some of those. Some of the additional accessories, stickers, parachuters, Viper officers. I mean, it's cool stuff. Again, I don't know if it's 500
You got to be in
plus
it. You
worth.
got to be committed
You
to
have to be
this
really
franchise.
in it. And then they made these additional packs that you could buy for additional Viper troops, right? And they have, some of them have the O ring, so Joe could get his O face.
It's
But that's it.
cool. I mean, yeah.
That's the late breaking news in the mothership, baby. If you get to the over 7,000 range, the American Dream, the common fan, Mike comes out to your house, baby, and he delivers the mothership.
I'm sold on it. Just that alone.
You see? And back to you, Rose.
Hey, so yeah, getting ready for some holiday games, some October games, some Mario Wonder. Some people getting their hands on Sonic. We're a toy show, but this is stuff that we discuss too. And we got a Spider-Man game coming out, so it's
Yeah,
just
I thought you
a
were gonna
lot.
forget
Oh no, you
the
saved the best
probably
for
the biggest
last.
game of that. Okay.
You saved the best for last, baby. But I haven't actually asked you offline. Were you able to make it to any day for Comic Con? Because I remember you didn't have a badge, but I didn't know if you ended up. Because I didn't have one either, but I ended up going one day.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm not as slick as you are. Unfortunately, I was not able to make it to Comic Con.
okay.
No passy, no laundry, as they say.
I mean, my opportunity was very unique, and in most states of my life, I don't think I would have gone for what I went for. Especially knowing what I got myself into. Nothing bad, but I essentially went to Javits for a panel. I didn't get to check out the show floor. I literally got there as the floor was closing, but it was a good opportunity. I had high hopes. As most of the stuff we're into nowadays, we get very high hopes and we get lowered expectations.
My one of my media sources told me you did not hand out stickers as you said you would. That was news that was sent to me unasked. That was forwarded my way. Just for
Yeah, I
transparency.
wonder what troll under the bridge sent that over. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point.
One of
But
just
I
one of
mean,
the
I
media
also didn't
sources we
happen
have.
to see anybody. That was the downside. So when I tell you it was in and out. It was really I this is the least amount of time I've spent in the Javits. So I didn't get to see anybody. So unfortunately, nobody saw me. So in turn, I had no one to give stickers to. So it was a little disappointing. I hope in the future
No
that
C, no stickers.
there you go.
There you
So
go. There you
it
go.
is what it is. But the day overall was cool. I was able to take a New Jersey ferry for the first time and kind of like invigorated my life a little bit in a weird way. But
Wow.
yeah, it was
I think
cool.
that's what they call pollution. It's when you breathe in pollution. It makes you,
Captain
you know,
Pollution,
maybe.
Captain Planet. But we're here to talk about toys. So I'm going to get right into my side of it. Just, I think we have our usual haul, which is something we're going to do commonly. But mine was a little unique because mine was kind of impromptu. And this Friday, my mother was kind enough to make a large amount of food for my wife and I because my son doesn't eat it. But my sister wasn't able to get it here. So long story short, we didn't want the food to waste. I said I'll just drive there and get it, and we're talking like 70 miles, which is not the end of the world. But at 7 o'clock, it is. It's tough, and you take a 7-year-old that does not want to leave the house and tells you that he had the best day in school ever until I told him we had to go to grandma's house, and then he was pissed.
Wow.
So
Best
he
day
was
ever.
yeah. So I said, "Oh, you got a real short expectancy of what you want in a day, but okay." And I ruined his day by taking him to see my mother. So we go, and in the Twitter world, we find out from stuff from content creators like Paternia. There's always like deals that are out there, and sometimes there's clearance, and people are finding stuff in Burlington and Ross Dress for Less, like unusual stores that'll usually buy out a ton of clearance from other stores. So I don't know if you're familiar with that.
A little bit, just
We've
from followers.
yeah, like we've talked about that one particular transformer that I look for you, the one that you never got your hands on that people are apparently finding in these
Yes.
locations. So on the way home, I said, you know what? We're already out here. It's late. There's a Ross here. There's none near us. Let's go
Is
in.
it a Jim Ross? Is it
It's not a
one of
Jim Ross.
do
It's
they
a
have
raw.
barbecue sauce there? No
It's a
barbecue
Raw's
sauce
dress
there?
for less, baby. I don't
Oh,
know.
baby, I put a cowboy hat on there and put me in a raw jacket.
So you walk in, and to me, it looks like three stores that all look the same. It looks like Burlington, looks like Marshalls, and it looks like now I guess Ross. Same idea, registers in the corner, clothes everywhere, nothing is clean, and then there's like a
Like
little corner.
Caldor. Remember Caldor?
Yes. Oh boy, this guy's
Throwback, retro
deep,
show.
deep, deep cut. I love it. But yeah, so we went in the back, lowered expectations. They said they're not gonna have anything, but we can look. So we go back there, and my kid's like, "Oh, they got some Mario toys," and he's looking. He's like, "Oh yeah, I don't have this one." I'm like, "Good for you." And he's like, "Wait a minute." Goes around the corner and finds another one. Not one I know he's been looking for on clearance for like $6. Usually like $25. The play sets from Jack's. He's like, "All right." I start looking. I'm like, "Wait a minute. There's stuff here." Oh,
Wait a minute.
look at this.
Oh.
Never thought in a
So
million
that
years.
is from that wave that Walmart, right? Walmart had exclusive, the
Yes.
Velocitron series,
Yep.
which is like a Nemesis Prime. What is that?
So, 16.
$17.
Right?
Wow. What is that? A
And
$50 usually 50 or more?
56 says 50, 55.99.
Wow.
Yep.
These are things that Walmart like sold out initially and no one could find. And now we're finding them in stores closeout.
Because they probably had them in the back and they never made it to the floor in time, and then they sit and they have to get
Crazy.
salvage. You know, another cool one.
Let's check.
$5. Not a big pop guy, but Chucky, I will, especially for $5. Joe's boy.
Ah,
This
Loki.
was
I,
five
I
ninety
have
nine.
that. I didn't pay $5.99 for it. I mean, I don't think I paid much more, but definitely not $5.99. Who's that? Cliff Jumper?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Look at
That's a
that,
cool
right?
one.
Yeah.
That's like a Bumblebee repaint.
Yep. 7.99.
Those are
These are
what these figures actually should be priced at. All of these
right.
are what they should be priced at.
Agreed. And I have this whole set, but I didn't get this one guy before. But for $6,
Havoc
yeah. Because I mean, the build a figure piece
from
was
the
literally
Summers family, right?
is literally a container, so you didn't need it for the build a figure. So that was a big score. That's one bag.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's only one other thing, but this one I actually picked up for friends, friends of the show that might be interested because I've never seen it. But it's funny because it's a company that we've seen at the toy fair, which is the BST AXN Turtles. But it was like an exclusive 4 pack.
Oh, it's like a comic pack.
Yeah, look at this.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
Like
can't
it's
make
like
out as
two.
the
It's like
top.
it's like two shredders or like shredder and a
Yeah.
yeah.
And how
This
much was
one
that?
this one was 19.99.
Wow. Still
Yeah,
$5. $5 a figure.
right. So that's my haul from Ross, which is just like I said, crazy. Not anything I expected. Um, and then my regular like Walmart, Target hauls. Gotta go back to the good old Toddy Max. Unusual.
Toddy Mac Corner.
You have him and you have him with no hair in the back. So it leads me to believe that a regular version will be bald. I guess
Black Lightning.
the highlight of the week.
Oh, another pop. Toxic Avenger pop, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
convention
before you know it,
exclusive.
you're gonna be down that pop corner. Be careful.
Nah, I know. One I've never seen before.
Is that a like a
Two,
Harley Quinn
it's like a
Batman or?
Two-Face kind of Batman.
Yeah, I
Never.
guess the colors are Harley Quinn.
No, I
Two
agree.
Face as Batman. Huh.
But interesting. There was one other thing I believe. Oh, our friend Andrew had some stuff that I saw him yesterday because we went to a comedy show and he had this for me again. Pops.
Powerline.
He knew I
Oh,
liked.
pops! I'm playing a
But
dangerous game.
here's the dangerous one. Well, not dangerous, but I think you'll appreciate it. It's not toy related, but it's something we've talked about before. This is a entire series.
There we go. Marvel Series 1, the
Yep,
original trading cards.
yep. He knew I wanted them. He's like, I got them all set,
Very
minus
nice.
holograms. So that's
Of
the wrap
course.
up to my haul. It was a pretty
That's a great
plentiful
set.
week. Oh, one last one. We gotta put the techno music in there.
Oh,
Boom,
Blade.
dum, 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 dum. Very, very awesome
We're gonna
figure.
we're gonna CGI his eyes closed. Do you know the reference on that?
Yes, that he
Okay.
refused.
Yes, yes. Let the fans dig down the Wikipedia for that one.
All right, let's see what you got, baby.
Well, you started with some what were was Walmart exclusive. So these are, as of right now, Walmart exclusives. These just arrived. I don't collect wrestling figures really, but this is the
Mm,
only line that I've been collecting. This is like the almost retro WWE superstars, and this is the Hot Rod, Roddy Piper. I had this pre-ordered. It's unpunched for you to rub one out to, unpunched. Along with that, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this one. It's ate like a pig, brother, the Hulkster. So
with the
what this
gold
one
chain.
is they actually made two different versions of this,
Okay.
and there's a chase with his outfit, and they found out that you could just tell what version you have based on his boots. So you see, it's yellow.
Yeah.
The chase is blue.
Okay.
So this is not the chase. If it was the chase, I might keep it. I have the NWO Hulk, so I'm not sure. I may keep it. The rest of the ones in the series are pretty good, Mr. Perfect and Bam Bam Bigelow. I'm not sure if I have them or pre-order them. I got to take another look. So I try to stick with this line, and
What you
sometimes
gonna do?
they do go on clearance at Walmart. They're
One
kind
of
of
them
like
was
a
one of them
Masters of
was
the
at Ross,
Universe. They're like Masters of the Universe kind of bodies. Which one did they have at Ross?
Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah, which I had him already
Yeah.
full price on. So this is a Prime Day deal. I had this in my cart. It's not a great deal, but I've been waiting to buy it because it doesn't seem like it's gone on clearance or anything. It is my favorite villain of the year,
The
the
spot.
Spot. I haven't seen it go down in price at all, and I don't want to miss out on it.
I feel like
So
he's gonna disappear before anything.
that's what I felt like. So
Nice.
I'm your
Good
arch
find.
nemesis. Okay.
You threw
Now,
you
last
threw a donut
show
at
for
me
some
or a bagel.
bagel. It was a bagel. For continuity, last show we talked about some of the Toddy Mac superpowers and how I had them pre-ordered with Entertainment Earth, and I wasn't even sure what was going to happen. Well, the next day they canceled my orders on them. The figures were not yet canceled, but the vehicles were. And now they're sold out, and they said they're not going to be replenished. So I started my hunt for them. I didn't think I really needed them, but long story short, Amazon had them. So
Is it Invisible Jet? You're unfortunately you've been breaking up. You've been like delaying, so we'll have to deal with that. But it's okay. Technical issues.
well,
Invisible Jet. At least you're
there's
not invisible. You're just frozen.
well, I moved that away. I'm frozen too.
You get like a big jump, but we'll get through it.
Well, I moved that in a frame. I don't know if that maybe affected it. So then that's the Invisible Jet and the Batmobile. And I'm also moving the figures in front of the microphone, which I'm sure does not help.
I think
The
the
last,
I think the quick draw McGraw motions is might be too much for your bandwidth.
well, this is the last one here. So this was a Prime Day deal also.
Bring it up nice and slow.
This is this is for you.
There it is, Putty Patroller.
I don't really buy, like we discussed on previous shows. I don't buy Super Sevens. Let's see if we take them out of the box. But I do, as you know, typically buy the villains in the Power Ranger Hasbro line. So for the price that this one was, I figured it is a little bit larger in scale, right? These are a 7-inch scale, while the Hasbro are a 6-inch scale. But you can make these like a Putty Patrol guy in the show would be
Yeah, lurching
crouching,
around.
right? Yeah.
Plus, most of the monsters are bigger than the Rangers anyway, in many
Let's open
cases.
it.
You know what I
Dun,
found
dun, dun,
funny? Remember I told you that Toys R
dun.
Us started selling these? You know how they're
Yeah.
selling them? They're selling them without the sleeves. They're
But
selling
is
them
every
just
Toys R Us doing that, or is it
any
someone in
any.
the back just
No,
throwing the top
everything I've
part
seen
out?
online, the city, at least 2 or 3 New Jersey locations, all have the slips missing.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, it's
If
interesting
you
though.
want the complete, I mean, This was actually semi unboxing because I it was the first time me taking it out
The plastic,
and
yeah.
actually laying eyes on it. Which putty do you prefer, the regular putty or the Lord Zed putty?
Regular putty.
Oh, I prefer Lord Zed.
I like Lord Zed for the when they break, but I
Yes.
prefer the original. They didn't do it as much. They were a little. I feel like the Zed ones were a little stiffer because they tried to make them a little different, make them tougher.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that is the haul. There may have been one or two other items, but those were the ones I collected. And if my video or audio is jumping, then I apologize.
It happens, right? This is what we do. We get through it. I think your
You know
audio
what's
was
going to be
clear, which works. So as
you
long
know
as
what's
we
going
were
to
able
be
to hear
funny
you.
is that if they're all locally recorded and it looks fine after the fact, and it's just you saying that, talking crap, you know.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love that. I'd love that nothing more than
All
for
right,
that to
good.
happen. I go,
Me
oh,
too.
and I'll put a little thing. Benny fumbled. Audio, video, fine. Yeah,
Add the ticker along the bottom.
I got to learn how to do that, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, we're always editing and figuring it out things as we evolve the show. So you might see more random pop-ups and tickies and bloopers, but that's what we're here to have fun, as Legend Pop
uh,
always says.
I don't have it in here. I put it away already. When we spoke about this last show, also is I ended up being a complete sucker based on the looks of it, and I ordered the X-Men '97 Wolverine. So now I have another Wolverine in the collection.
I have two X-Men 97 ones, one to open. I do have a bonus that I think I got after we recorded last. So this is not like a new haul. It's been sitting here, but I don't think I showed it. But I'm going to show it in case I did.
I don't think you did. Is that the boat? That is
Oh
the
yeah.
Fortnite boat, which apparently is great for GI Joe classifieds, but you don't collect
No, but I do have a GI Joe shelf. I mean a Fortnite shelf, not a GI Joe shelf. I don't think it'll fit depth wise, but I was thinking if I could find something to have it like on an angle, like almost like the
those.
ramps in the game, it would be
Yeah,
cool to have
was
it
that
there.
in one of the discount stores as well?
No, it's supposed to be. A lot of people found it in Ollie's
Ollie's, right?
for 14.99. I
Wow.
found it on Amazon for 22. I'm okay
Yeah,
with that.
yeah,
So,
because you're not have to hunt it.
right. And again, I think the Fortnite line is done with Hasbro for the most part. We know
It seems
Jazzwares
like
does
it.
them,
Yeah.
but they weren't a presence at all at the Toy Fair. They had a bunch of those Xander and I went to Burlington today by my house, and they had like 3 or 4 of the Fortnite figures. I have a bunch that are unopened, so I'm like, all right,
I need
man,
you to hit back up the Ollies. I want some of those Ghostbusters. If Ollie's has
I haven't seen
Ghostbuster
them in a
line.
while, but I can look
I
again.
grabbed the toilet. The toilet was and still may
The
be on
turlet,
Walmart.
the turlet.
The frightful flushing for $5, which is
Yeah,
awesome. It's on card the way the old ones were with the Kenner logo, but I
yeah. I'll
would
keep an
like a
eye.
couple more. I don't,
I wanted the
if
Slimer.
possible.
That's the only one I missed out on. I have
Yeah,
Stay Puff. I have. Oh, and I missed the eyeball. Pop an eyeball
the
guy.
eyeball is on Walmart also, but it's not $5.
Yeah,
So it could still drop. Keep an eye out, literally on it.
yeah.
Boom.
Cool.
Dad jokes.
That's what we're here for, right? Anything else for us today?
That's it. I think that was a nice little, pretty good.
Short and sweet, baby. That's what we're
Pretty
here
dang
for.
good.
So we hope everybody has a great evening. Take care. Have fun. Close that closet. Bye bye now.